Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now, guys. You really have to pay attention to what's happening in the NFL right now, especially with the Green Bay Packers. There's a lot of buzz around a recent blockbuster move that could reshape the NFC North and even the entire NFC landscape. The Packers, always known for their strategic approach, have just made a move that signals they're not just playing for today. They're planning for a sustained competitive window, and it involves acquiring a versatile all-pro cornerback from the Kansas City Chiefs. That's right, Trent McDuffie, one of the top defensive players in the league, is now a Green Bay Packer. And let me tell you, this isn't just about adding depth. It's about fundamentally changing how the Packers' defense functions moving forward. So who is Trent McDuffie, and why does this move matter so much? Well, McDuffie is an elite cornerback, recognized as an All-Pro in 2023, and he's been consistently rated among the top 25 players at his position by NFL.com. His career stats are impressive, over 220 tackles, 4-5 sacks, and he even has an interception in 2025. That's pretty rare for a cornerback, especially one who's so versatile. This year alone, in just 6 games, he's accumulated 20 solo tackles, 1 interception, and 6 passes defensed, with a PFF grade of 87.6, which puts him among the best in coverage and run defense. What's remarkable is that he's avoided significant injuries, and his targets per game are about 25%, with only 10 receptions allowed. That kind of consistency and durability is exactly what the Packers need to bolster their secondary. Now, why did the Chiefs decide to trade McDuffie? Well, it's a combination of factors. Kansas City is sitting at a 3-3 record as of October 18, 2025, with their defense leaking points, allowing about 22 points per game. The Chiefs are also looking to free up cap space, around $4 million, to bolster their wide receiver depth, which is a priority as they chase another Super Bowl. Plus, there's a lot of skepticism about Patrick Mahomes' expected points added per pass, which is around 0.22, leading some to believe the offense might need some additional weapons or strategic adjustments. And let's not forget, Kansas City's defensive numbers aren't quite what they used to be, and with McDuffie's departure, they might be trying to retool in the secondary, especially as they prioritize their offensive core. But back to the Packers and their strategic move. Acquiring McDuffie isn't just about adding a talented corner, it's about elevating their entire zone coverage scheme. With McDuffie's ability to lock down receivers and make plays on the ball, the Packers will be able to help out their linebackers and pass rushers, especially someone like Parsons, who's been a nightmare for opposing offenses. This move also signals a shift in what the Packers are focusing on: more coverage, more ball hawking, and less reliance solely on their pass rush. They're building a defense that can compete against the best in the league, especially as they look ahead to the postseason. Let's talk impact. McDuffie is projected to add about 4 more interceptions this season, along with roughly 12 passes defensed. That's a significant boost, think about it, reducing the points allowed from 20 to around 17 per game. That's the kind of defensive improvement that can turn close games into wins. It's similar to how a trade earlier in 2025 helped elevate the Chiefs' defense, increasing their expected points added per pass by about 16%. For the Packers, this isn't just about one player. It's about elevating the entire secondary, creating more opportunities for turnovers, and making it tougher for opposing offenses to sustain drives. Now, a quick comparison to give you a mental image. When you look at McDuffie versus other top corners like Certain, you see that McDuffie wins about 8% more double-team scenarios and defends about 5 passes more per season. These are small percentages, but they translate into big differences on the field. The Packers are betting that McDuffie's elite coverage skills can help them shut down some of the league's best receivers, especially in critical moments. And with the NFC North being so competitive, think about the Vikings, Lions, and Bears. Getting a player like McDuffie can be the edge that pushes Green Bay into a top-tier playoff contender. And let's not forget about the Super Bowl odds. Before this move, the Packers were already considered a team on the rise, but with McDuffie now in the fold, their chances have improved significantly. going from plus 750 to plus 550 in betting odds. That's a notable jump, and it positions Green Bay as a real contender in the NFC. They now have an X factor that can make the difference against tough opponents like the Eagles, who are always a threat. The Packers are clearly aiming high, not just to make the playoffs, but to make a serious run. And this move, adding a top-tier cornerback, sends a message to the entire league that Green Bay is all in. Of course, some fans might wonder about how this impacts the team's chemistry or locker room dynamics. But from what we see, McDuffie's career so far shows he's a professional, someone who's been able to adapt and thrive in high-pressure situations. His ability to play both in man and zone coverage makes him a perfect fit for the Packers' defensive schemes, especially as they look to maximize their personnel and scheme versatility. The coaching staff, led by Matt LaFleur and their defensive coordinator, will certainly look to utilize McDuffie's strengths to create confusion for offenses and generate turnovers. Now, the Packers aren't just making a move for this season. They're building a foundation for sustained success, especially with young talents and a focus on smart, strategic roster building. The addition of Javon Bullard, along with McDuffie, signals they're investing heavily in their secondary, which has been a point of emphasis over the past few seasons. Bullard, a promising safety, adds another layer of versatility and playmaking ability to the back end. With these additions, Green Bay's defense is becoming more dynamic, more aggressive, and more capable of challenging the league's best offenses. Looking ahead, the expectations are sky-high. With McDuffie's addition, the Packers are looking to solidify their place among playoff contenders and aim for a deep postseason run. They're banking on their improved defense, combined with their offensive weapons, to make noise in the NFC. And the league is taking note. Other teams will have to rethink their game plans when facing Green Bay now. The division rivals especially will have to account for this upgraded secondary, which can change the entire dynamic of NFC North matchups. In terms of the broader NFL picture, this move highlights how strategic roster building is evolving. It's not just about star power up front, but about creating a balanced, multi-dimensional team that can adapt to different game scenarios. The Packers are showing that they're willing to invest in their defense, making bold moves, trading away picks, and acquiring proven talent to maximize their chances. And with the NFL's increasingly pass-heavy offenses, having a lockdown corner like McDuffie can be the difference between a good team and a great one. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this move? Do you believe McDuffie will be the key piece that pushes the Packers over the top? Are you excited about the potential playoff implications? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the future of this team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more analysis, and all the latest Green Bay Packers news. So make sure to stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't yet, and let's keep this passion alive. Thanks for being here, and as always, go Pack Go.